Mike'sAndroid.wordpress.com. In this video, I'm going to teach you to take Gingerbread 2.3 Android, put it on your Windows HTC Touch Pro 2. This is an RHOD400 model. I'm going to record my screen. I'm going to teach you how to put all the files on an SD card, and from there we're going to transfer the SD card to our phone. And I'm going to go from there, and I'm going to show you how to boot up and set it all up. And hopefully we'll have a working one by the end of this video. Okay, now we're actually going to take all the files that are in this folder. It's the GBX0A. We're going to copy that to our drive. Now, as you can see, I've already got two installed. I've got Froyo and I got Gingerbread. Froyo is 2.2, Gingerbread's the new one, 2.3. Now, it works great on my phone. It's a lot faster than Froyo. Once you unzip the package, you put everything in one folder. What I did is I actually took the startup file from Froyo, which you find in here. Mine's an RHOD400, okay? Copy this over to a Gingerbread. There's the startup file from Froyo. Now, I found this actually works a lot better than the one that comes with Gingerbread. Now, first off, the first time it would not boot with the one from Gingerbread. Now, if I took the one from Froyo, it worked great. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to select all the files, copy them, and put them on our SD card. Now, while this is copying, of course, I paused it for a little bit and I let it copy. Now, I do want to say, when you copy everything over, you want to put everything in the root of the SD digital card. Okay, now all the files are copied over. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the regular camera. And from there, we're going to show you how to put the SD card and boot up. Now, I do want to make sure, when you're putting everything on your SD card, you have a mini SD card. This is the mini. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take the SD card, take it out of this, put it into our phone, put the battery back in, case back on. I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to boot into Windows. Now, it's going to take a few minutes, so we'll go ahead and let it boot. Okay, now that your phone's booted, I went ahead and shut a few lights off so you can see better. Alright, now you can tell we're in Windows 6.5. Now from here, start, we're going to go to your File Explorer. Once we're in there, we're going to go ahead and push the HTC.exe, and so it says boot in Linux. It's going to vibrate twice, and then it's going to start booting Linux. Okay. Now we booted into the part where you actually have to set up the touch screen. As you can see, there's a box in the top left corner. Now what you have to do, you press that. There's another one in the right, another one in the middle, bottom left, bottom right. And from there, it's going to boot some more. Now this does take a while at the first time it boots. Now once that's completed booting up, as you can see, I actually have the Android boot screen now. Now this is going to take a little bit longer, another 5 to 10 minutes, so we're going to pause again. And here we are. Now you're booting into Android. Of course, this is right after it starts booting. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it sit for a little while. You always want to have it sit for about 10 minutes. Let it start all the background processes it's supposed to, just to make sure everything's working properly. Now I'm not going to touch anything. And we're going to go ahead and put this down, and we'll be back in a few minutes, and we're going to check it out. Okay, so it's a few minutes later. I've gone and put my Gingerbread back on, just so we can show you. Now, go ahead and unlock it. As you can tell, it's really fast compared to what it was before. Go ahead and bring up your menu. Now, I just booted it, so it's going to be a little slow bringing everything up. As you can see, mine's still booting. Green power, advanced task killer still hasn't come on. It's still got to go through and sync everything. So we'll be right back in a minute. Okay, now it's fully booted up. We'll go ahead and open it up. Now I have Agile Lock on mine instead of the regular one. So go ahead and open that. Now, as you can tell, in Gingerbread instead of Froyo, the top bar is black. These are green now. You go into the menu, if you pull up, there's a yellow bar. If you go down too far, there's a yellow bar there. There's a bunch of settings in here that are totally different from before. Now with this build, it's still alpha, so it's really new. There's a lot of settings under Dev Tools, which if you don't know what you're doing, don't mess around with it. I'm not going to be responsible if you break your phone. If you go down to the bottom, there's even more settings. There's settings there, there's spare parts. Now I'm going to stand right up here at the camera so you can see everything. What we're going to do is we're going to open mine up. Alright, as you can tell, my camera only does about 30 frames per second. This does more. Now there's our menu. And we're going to have to scroll down and show you how good it works. We'll go ahead and go back. Now, some people say their camera and stuff doesn't work. Mine actually does work. Take a moment for it to open. There it goes. We'll go ahead and take a picture. It's going to be a little fuzzy because I'm moving. Go ahead and close that. Now the other thing that doesn't work for a lot of people is Wi-Fi. Now as you can tell, I'm actually connected right now on mine. The only thing is, I have no idea why right this second I use Connectify Me on my laptop. So my laptop's a hotspot. But right at this second, it's not actually connecting to anything. So what we're going to do now is just go ahead and shut it down and reboot it.